Competition, definitely. Confrontation, not necessarily in the immediate future, but again, a lot depends. Look, all confrontations depend on moves by both sides. So it's not like America wants to confront China. America would not confront China if China was not acting the way it has been.
Right.
And the same goes for India. I mean, why would India want to confront China? You know, why would it want to upset its own economic progress by creating conflict? It's not about wanting conflict or confrontation, but sometimes confrontation comes to your doorstep not because you want it, but because the other side makes a move that creates confrontation.
Right.
China usually moves in very insidious ways. It actually, because Chinese take pride in this whole notion of the long game, which is not always easy for democracies to play, because in democracies, in 5 years or 10 years or 8 years, governments change. The Chinese can actually sort of look at what they've done in case of Pakistan. I mean, yes, everybody saw Pakistan and China as very close, but did anyone realize that the Chinese will insinuate themselves into Pakistan's political and military and intelligence decision making as deeply as they have done? I mean, I am these days doing a test of my own with everyone, whether it's American or non-American, and I ask them the question, do you really know how many Pakistani students there are in China right now? And you won't believe it, including senior Indian officials, no one is able to answer it correctly. The maximum someone has ever said is 40,000 students. The truth is 110,000 Pakistani students study in China right now. China is really looking forward to a longer term game in which it will use Pakistan as a secondary actor and a secondary deterrent, a bit like North Korea has been useful in checking South Korea and Japan. Keep them occupied with their regional players so that they can't play a more global role. That kind of strategy, long-term thinking, is not always easy in a country like the United States, where every 4 or 8 years the government changes, and therefore every new person tries to tweak or change the strategic strategic doctrine and strategic actions. So we will have to see what China does and how the responses are measured. But yes, competition definitely, confrontation possibly.